Greetings, my fellow gamers. It is I, Wraith King, bringing you news from beyond the mirror, from the other world. And today, the Awakened Lubu has been released on the original version of the game, 7 Nights. I am very happy to hear that. But one thing I am a little upset about is Lubu actually was my theory about Lubu was way off. He was not a Dark Knight. He is not a Dark Knight, but you know, that's alright. He still looks awesome, and I'm actually super surprised that he is not a Dark Knight. Because, first of all, Lubu has always been kind of a bad guy. So, I always expected him to be on the Dark Knights list. Ever since the Dark Knights list was there, I just expected him to be there. To be one of the Dark Knights, but I guess not. So that tells me a lot about the Dark Knights Heroes list. But this kind of just takes him off my list of theories for who's going to be next on the Dark Knights hero list. But you know what? Enough on that. We'll save that for another video. Right now, let's take a look at his passive. His passive kind of reminds me of Ace's passive. And something else about him reminds me of Ace too, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Every time he attacks an enemy, he leaves a mark on the target. If the enemy has 2 marks on them, he will deal 75% of his physical damage to that enemy. In addition, this deals 20% damage to the target's maximum health. But that's not all he does, my fellow gamers. If there are 3 or more physical type characters on your team, he will give a 120% damage increase in strength for your ally team. If there are 4 or more allies that are physical type on your team, he will receive a 20% lifesteal in his basic attacks. I don't think this will stack with the Lean's buff. I'm pretty sure you guys already know that you can't exactly stack the same buffs. The stronger one usually just cancels out the other one. But I don't know. 7 Nights has been doing a lot of changes lately, so I wouldn't be surprised if this passive unique actually did stack. But anyways, I haven't really tried it out for myself yet, so I'm not entirely sure. But deep down, I'm thinking no, probably not. Now, so far he seems to be pretty good, but alright, I want to see what his first active ability does. So okay, let's take a look at that right now. What this does is he inflicts 130% physical damage twice on all enemies. In addition, he will reverse the formations. So whoever's in the front will be in the back, and whoever's in the back will be in the front. This is actually a pretty strong upgrade right here. Why do I say that? Because when you have a mixed formation debuff in any ability, it kind of just randomizes your formation. So whoever you want to kill who's in the back might end up staying in the back. But this time, it really just swaps who's in the back to the front. So that could be actually a decent game changer right there. I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing so far, but I will not make any hasty decisions and say he's an amazing character because we still haven't seen his other 2 abilities yet. So alright, let's take a look at his second active. What this ability does is he targets all enemies with 200% physical damage, and this will ignore the enemy's armor, and in addition, this will remove 3 turns from the enemy's buff as well. So this is a really strong AoE debuff. Definitely something everyone needs to have, especially since the AI is such an idiot in the arena. It's probably a good idea to have an AoE debuff of 3 turns. He is definitely a very strong hero from what I'm seeing so far. The AoE, it's all great. His passive is amazing. He seems to be an A+ hero right now, especially going in arena. So you're going to see him a lot. And speaking of aggression, he has been swapped from universal to offensive hero. I can absolutely understand the switch. Ace got it first, and now Lubu has it. They were both used very aggressively, so being switched to an offensive hero makes sense for both characters. But anyways, let's take a look at his awakening skill. What he does here is he targets all enemies with 160% physical damage. He will do this twice, and he will inflict a bleed that will deal 150% of his physical damage 4 times. This will be a guaranteed critical hit, and 30% of the damage dealt will be vamped. I'm noticing a lot of his abilities have lifesteal on them. So I don't know if you give him a lifesteal gem. I'm not sure if that'll stack. I'm pretty sure it will. But that only applies if you have 4 or more offensive heroes on your team, and that's when he has the vamp on his basic attacks. But regardless of that, I'd still put a lifesteal gem on him like I would every fighter. But yeah, so far he looks pretty cool, but I want to see what his animations look like. From what I've heard, they're pretty much the same, so kind of not excited about that, but I am super excited about his awaken animation. Oh, and by the way, if you hear any creaking in the background, I am in a very tight spot. I keep bumping the door next to me, so I'm sorry if you hear a little bit of creaking in the background. So far, everything looks pretty much the same. That's a little different. I think a few things in that were a little different. But alright, let's see what his awakening is. Whoa, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I have to admit though, I'm not complaining about him, but you guys gotta say, Devil Lubu definitely sounded pretty cool, didn't it? Just imagining him with horns and fire in all of his attacks, and him with a creepy sounding voice. I don't know, it just sounded cool. But you know what, regardless of that, I'm still pretty proud of the newest Lubu. I really do like the Awakened Lubu. I'm definitely going to get him because I'm building an offensive team, and I think he would make an excellent addition to the offensive team. Most of you probably already have a level 40 Lubu, and you probably already have Awakening Stones to get him. But me, I do not. I do not have enough Awakening Stones to get him, but I do have a Lubu. He is not level 40 because I was stupid and I didn't feel like leveling up for him to 40 or 50. I just didn't feel like it. I just didn't think they were going to come out with Lubu so soon. But I did keep one on me just in case they did. And there they did. So I'm glad I have him. At least have him anyways. He's not maxed out at all. He's at level 1. He's not even +1 or anything like that. He's just straight up level 1, 6-star Lubu. But I'm glad I have him regardless. So I'm definitely going to see if I can't get him, level him up. But I am working on someone else right now. But I'll get to him as soon as I finish them. But yeah, I'm still happy I kept him. I'm definitely happy I kept him. I didn't do the same stupid thing I did with Ace a little while ago. I actually sold my Ace because I didn't think they were going to awaken him. But they did! Now I feel pretty bad about that. He was at level 32 and everything, and I sold him. Was he level 34? I cannot remember. But yeah, I sold him a little while ago. And they awakened him, so I was feeling pretty upset about that. So I am happy that I held on to my Lubu because special heroes are not easy to come by. Even if they are some of the older special heroes, they're just something you can't just get. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy I held on to them. But anyways, my fellow gamers, that is all the time I have left for this video. I hope you liked it. Remember to leave a like, comment, and please do subscribe to my channel. I upload 7 Nights videos all the time. Not only 7 Nights stuff, I used to do a ton of reviews on games all the time. I don't know what happened to those videos. I have no idea what happened to me reviewing games. I kind of just stopped, I guess. But I will start reviewing games again, and I will start doing Let's Plays again on this channel. I want to keep the uploads frequent. I don't want this to turn into a straight-up 7 Nights channel, even though I love this game. I love translating the newest heroes. I love reacting to them. I love giving my opinions on them and talking to developers on what they need to do to improve their game and telling them how much we love their game as well. I love talking about 7 Nights in general, and that's something that's never going to change about this channel. Even if this does become some huge gaming channel, like Markiplier or PewDiePie or something like that, I don't know, probably not. Probably not, but if it ever does get like that, trust me, 7 Nights ain't going nowhere on this channel. I'm going to react to every hero they release, always. Even when I turn 60, I'm still going to be reacting to the updates of this game. But anyways, that's all the time I have left for my fellow gamers. Take it easy for me, alright? Bye.